Don't mind me, I'm just rolling glass.
Today we are back in North Creek. We haven't been here since last year, and we are going to do
Glass blowing.
That's right. We saw it last year. We came to North Creek to ride the rail bikes with Revolution Rail, and glass blowing was right next door, and they offer workshops. We missed it last year, but this year we got in. This is like the first week they're open, so we are super excited.
All right, yeah, I've been waiting for this since last year, and they didn't have any openings, so we tried to schedule this year and got right in. So
yes.
Wonder what we're gonna make today.
We're gonna make something.
Yeah, I think there's a couple options, but
yeah, we're not exactly sure. I think an orb, a mini cactus, a heart, or a mini pumpkin might be the choices. So let's go get checked in and see what we're gonna make today.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so in general, glass making's been around for about 4,000 years. The type of glass blowing that we're doing today, where you have molten glass on the end of a rod and you blow into it, that's been around for around 2,000 years, just over 2,000 years. In general, glass blowing we think kind of started in modern day Egypt, Israel, that sort of area of the world. Eventually in North America, glass blowing became the first business to open down in Jamestown, Virginia. That was in the early 1600s. Took about 200 years to get up into this area, the early 1800s. So Saratoga is really known for their spring water.
Yeah.
It's naturally carbonated, naturally got lots of minerals in it. And in the early 1800s, some businessmen found out about this water, and they needed a way to have it contained so that they could sell it, ship it all over the world. There's no plastic in the 1800s, wooden barrels weren't gonna work, so they had glass bottles. They brought in some glass blowers, and those glass blowers made thousands of handmade glass bottles to bottle up all the Saratoga spring water.
Oh, interesting.
And that's what brought glass blowing to this area of the country in the early 1800s. We're gonna be blowing glass with the same tools and the same techniques as they've been doing for the last few hundred years. The main difference today is how we get the glass hot. So the furnace is just over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and we have a propane tank in the back that's just plumbed into the building, and we have a big old flame.
Does that run all day long? Just at a certain temperature all day long?
All day long.
Wow.
All night long.
Oh, it never goes out.
Never
okay,
out.
It takes too long to heat up?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yep. It would take a few days to get it hot again.
Oh,
so
really?
We just
Wow.
leave it on. So 100, 200, 300 years ago, they didn't have propane tanks, but what they did have was trees and wood. So they chopped up trees and made a fire, and if you have enough wood and you have enough air, you can get a fire up to 2,000 degrees pretty quickly. It just takes a lot of wood. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the studio. We'll take a look inside that furnace. We'll show you a little bit about how glass looks when it's really hot, and then we'll get going.
Okay,
right
great.
there. So right now, the bottom half of this furnace is a bowl full of glass.
Oh, really? So it's always glass in there no matter what?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take the tip of this rod. I'm gonna submerge it into that glass and pull some of it out and show you what it looks like.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay. So you see the end of my pipe?
Yep.
You still see it?
Yep.
Yeah, we're looking
Still see it? Still see it? Right there. Okay. So there's the glass.
Is that like an inch of glass in there, or like 6 inches?
It's about 80 pounds.
Oh, wow.
It probably
color from the heat already.
Yep, yep. Depending what we're making, we might use a block too. That's this big wooden spoon back here.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's just kind of a mold for us to get a nice egg shape.
Okay.
So let's talk about the projects, pick out some colors, and we'll just get a volunteer to go first.
Oh.
So do us that small, the round paperweight, the hard paperweight, and the pumpkin. Those are the three options for the smaller pencil.
These ones right here?
Yep.
And what are these?
Those are what the different colors look like once they're in glass.
Oh, okay.
So I need the tip of this to be like glowing red.
Okay.
Okay. So let's warm it up till it's glowing red. We'll put it just about here.
Okay.
You can use 2 hands on this, and I want you to practice a little bit. While you're doing this, don't do any deep. Okay? I'm gonna get your colors ready.
Okay.
Hang out, get that one.
Pretty neat so far.
Is it glowing red yet?
No, not yet. We're just spinning a stainless steel rod. But it slides really easy on these ball bearings.
I'm gonna go ahead and get some glass on here, and I'll bring it to you at the bench. So
Okay.
I want you to have a seat right at the bench.
Okay. So we're making a pumpkin.
Yes, we're making a
We talked
pumpkin.
about that earlier. It's already orange.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the first layer of glass. I'm just gonna get the bubbles started into it.
Sure.
Get another layer, and that's what we got.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. Just a little bit of air.
You already blew it?
A little bit, yeah. So what we're waiting for is that air to heat up and expand and push into the water.
I'm starting to see it a little. There it goes.
Oh,
right there.
yeah.
See it?
There it is, yep. I see it. And we're gonna let this first layer cool down a little bit. And we'll get another layer. It's all hot, so don't touch this part.
Yeah.
This is the first very sweet. Here we go, right?
Okay.
We're gonna let that cool down a little bit.
There's a big air bubble in there.
I see
Can
it.
you see it on the camera or not?
Yeah.
We got our orange in the tray. This is gonna look different once we put it in the glass and once it cools down.
Okay.
It'll be the same color of that orange pumpkin that's sitting there.
Nice. Multiple layers. So a clear base and then the color for the outside. Pretty neat.
Ooh, that's a big lump.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So John, go ahead and put both hands between them. There you go. We got a turn. Look at that. We were putting our
yeah.
hands. It was dripping all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna just do this. We're gonna tap in the color,
Okay.
then we'll pick it up and turn it.
Okay.
Tap
I'm
again.
just letting you do it all. Turn the whole thing all the way around.
Pick it up. Turn. Tap.
Oh, just turn it a little bit. This is pretty heavy.
Tap. We don't want to twist it because then the color spills everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just keep pushing it and turning it.
Yeah. We're just gonna load it up with a little bit more color here.
Oh, okay.
You can see the color's already getting a little darker as it
Yeah.
heats up.
Oh, okay.
Once it cools all the way back down again, it'll be the orange that's over there in that pumpkin. We're not gonna see that at all today. Perfect. That looks good.
Okay.
Okay, so now I want you to take this
water, yeah.
No, it's not hot.
Oh, a little more air.
A little more air.
Like,
a little
is it
bit
like a
bubble.
big-
Yeah, look at that bubble.
Is it like a big deep rub or just like a little
It's a-
puff? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the next step is going to be to get the texture on the surface of the pumpkin. They have kind of the ridges on them.
Okay.
So I'm going to attach this hose here.
Can I come look?
Sure. I'm going to dip it in there.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to blow into the hose.
When it's in there?
When it's in there,
Oh, wow.
it's going to expand and fill that mold and you'll have the texture.
Oh, wow.
Right in the mold. Blow.
Pretty neat.
That's so cool.
I'm going to get this a little hotter. Why don't you get ready, have a seat, and pick up those big jacks.
Okay.
Okay, let's start with your left hand, mix it in mine.
Okay.
Let's
Squeeze.
start really gentle. Perfect. Don't squeeze any tighter. Squeeze your blades there, and I'm going to start blowing this out.
Okay. Oh, you have to blow constantly, huh? I'm not really moving this, so I guess you are.
Oh, look at it. It's looking like a pumpkin.
Yeah. I can feel the heat on my right hand from this glass.
Oh yeah? Is it getting too hot?
No, I can just feel it I can just feel it coming up.
So it's good. So go ahead and take your blades away. And next time you pick up the small tweezer,
Okay. Just like this?
like that.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to heat this up. When I come back, this is kind of round
Okay.
a little bit. What you'll do is you'll close the tweezers, we'll bring them out, we'll poke at the bottom.
Oh, okay,
so it
like
has
this.
a little bit of a dent.
Okay.
Yep, just like that.
That's pretty neat. Wow, this is pretty amazing how it shapes like that. Just a little bit of air in a mold.
You know.
Your left hand between mine.
Okay.
Let's close your tweezers together. Lay down easy. You have the hand in the middle. Give it
Where's
just
the
gentle
right there?
There.
How much further? You have to roll it constantly?
And stop. Perfect. And you can set those tweezers back down for me.
Nope, that's it. I want to use two hands.
No, can't do that.
I just recorded getting cut off.
Starting to look like a pumpkin. So they use those scissors to cut
Cut it off.
from the bar.
Yeah.
Now she's making a stem.
Okay, so I got your glass, I got your green. I'm going to go into a mold just like what we did earlier. Get the texture on it.
Why doesn't it stick to those molds? Are those molds made of a different metal?
They're not hot.
Oh, that's what they're cold. Okay.
Yeah. Just like how it doesn't stick to the metal tools.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hot glass will stick onto other warm glass, right?
Yeah.
Stick them together.
Oh, nice.
The more we stretch it, the thinner it will get.
Uh-huh.
And while it's still hot here, pliable, we have a few curls.
Wow.
Hey, you are a master. That's pretty neat.
Yeah. I've made probably 20,000 pumpkin stems in my life.
Really?
This little end here where it breaks free is sharp.
Uh-huh. So
So I just use the torch to smooth it down.
I get you.
Before this cools down too much, I put it in our kiln.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys know in the show, they always break this stuff off and then they run it over into the ovens.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's not for like dramatic effect. That's because they have a long ways to go.
Uh-huh.
So they really have to get in there pretty quick.
They'll
We don't
do
have
what?
very far, so we don't have to run. This is a 950-degree oven.
Okay.
If the glass sits out in room temperature for very long, it'll crack and break.
Ah, okay, yeah, but I always see
Yeah.
sometimes if glass breaks, and that's because it's in room temperature,
Yeah.
it cracks on them. When
Yeah,
especially when
so-
they're putting it down, it seems to crack.
So it'll go, a lot of times it breaks because it goes through thermal shock, whether it heats up too fast or it cools down too
I
fast.
get you.
So this is 950 degrees. Before I leave, I'll turn it off, and overnight it'll cool down about 12 hours from now.
Ah, so that's what takes so long to cool off right
Yeah.
there. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Yeah, one pumpkin done.
And that's it? Oh, great. Well, thank
Yeah.
you.
Close the door a bit so you're not getting
So how was it?
I'm nervous. It was not bad. It wasn't too bad.
So was it hot in front of that oven?
Actually, it was kind of a comfortable temperature.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 4 colors. Here's how we're gonna
far.
I want to come back and do another one.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So with John's like cut the glass free from the pipe. With yours, we're gonna break it.
Okay.
And go ahead and hit it a little harder. Harder.
Oh wow.
So
That
the
just
metal
broke off.
pulls off where I want it to break. Yep. And the vibration travels down the pipe, and wherever the glass is the weakest, it snaps and breaks.
And that's just to smooth out the rough edges?
Yep, I'm gonna heat it up. It's smoothed out. And then I have this just to make sure that it's flat. Give it a little press.
It looks great.
Looks great. I know. Look at
What's
that.
Mom's name?
Can't wait to see it.
For Barb, maybe.
That was awesome. All right, it is a few weeks later and we have our Adirondack Glassblowing glass back. And I have to say, they mailed it to us and we got it
Like in 2 days.
2 days later, and
Yeah.
it was packaged beautifully. But are you ready for the big reveal of our completed, cooled, beautiful pieces of glass?
Let's see what it is.
All right,
This is the one Betsy made.
it's a paperweight. I call it an egg or an orb. And it came out really cool. It's got lots of big air bubbles in it. I love it, and I am giving it to my mom for her birthday, which was actually a couple weeks ago. And John, what is yours?
Nice little pumpkin. And it's solid too. It's got some weight to it.
Yeah, this probably weighs 3 pounds.
Well, that's solid. This at least has air in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think yours might weigh a little bit more than this one. But
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Came out really nice.
Yeah.
And your pumpkin, it's almost kind of like, speckled is the wrong word, but it's not like solid orange. There's like some lighter and darker parts, so it looks really neat.
And even the bottom. Just like it was made. A little dimple.
Yeah. So again, we had a really great time doing this, and I've already been looking to see if we can do it in the fall and make more beautiful little glass creations. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.
And we'll see you on the trails.